Have you ever felt like no one understands you? Like you were born different? That's because you were. You were never meant to fit in. You were chosen to stand out. And today, this message is your confirmation. Have you ever felt like you don't belong? Like no matter how hard you try, you just can't fit in? Maybe you've been called too different, too quiet, or even too intense. But what if I told you that's not a flaw? It's a sign that you were never created to follow the crowd. You were set apart for a greater purpose. In this video, you're about to discover the truth behind your uniqueness. And by the end, you'll realize you were never meant to fit in because you were chosen to lead. There once was a boy who always felt different. While his friends chased trends, he questioned life. While others laughed in loud rooms, he found peace in silence. He didn't know why, but he just couldn't fit in. People mocked him. Teachers said he was distracted. Friends left him because he was too intense. Even his own family sometimes asked, "Why can't you be normal?" But deep down, he felt something, a whisper in his spirit, saying, "You were not made to blend in. You were made to stand out." He started noticing signs. When everyone gave up, he kept pushing. When people hurt him, he forgave. When things broke him, he grew stronger. He didn't know it yet, but this wasn't a curse. It was his calling. One night, while praying, he broke down. Tears in his eyes, he cried out, "God, why am I like this? Why can't I just be like them?" And in that still moment, a powerful voice within him whispered, "Because you're not meant to be like them. You are chosen. I have a plan for you." That night changed everything. He stopped trying to fit in. He started walking with purpose. He embraced his quiet strength. He realized lions don't blend with sheep. You see, maybe you're like that boy. Maybe you've spent your life questioning why you don't belong, why your soul aches in loud rooms, why your heart wants deeper conversations, why you feel more connected to the stars at night than the noise of this world. Let me tell you something powerful. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are not behind. You're just different because you're destined. You're not lost. You're being set apart. Because the ones who are called to shift the world can never be part of the crowd. Moses didn't fit in. David was a forgotten one. Jesus himself was rejected. But they were all chosen. So if you've ever felt like you don't fit in, congratulations. It's not rejection, it's redirection. God isn't hiding you. He's preparing you. This isn't the end. This is the beginning of something powerful. Stay till the end, because what I'm going to say next could confirm everything you've always felt. You see, God doesn't call the perfect. He calls the willing. He chooses those who've been crushed, abandoned, misunderstood, because they're the ones who know how to walk with compassion, not ego. Let's be real, if you had fit in, you would have never searched for deeper truth. You would have never questioned the noise. You wouldn't be watching this video right now. That loneliness you feel is not punishment, it's protection. God is separating you from distractions because your destiny is too important to be contaminated by the crowd. Think about it. Joseph was thrown into a pit by his own brothers, but that rejection led him straight to the palace. What looked like betrayal was actually alignment. What looked like loneliness was God making room for something bigger. That's what he's doing for you right now. You may not see it yet, but heaven sees you. God sees your silent tears. He hears the prayers you whisper when no one's watching. And he's saying, "Be patient, my child. You're not forgotten. You're being formed." You don't need to force anyone to understand you. You were never meant to be understood by the crowd. You're chosen by the King of Kings, and that comes with weight. You'll walk alone sometimes. You'll feel tired. You'll question everything. But don't give up, because chosen ones are built in the fire. And when your time comes, those same people who doubted you will witness the favor of God pouring over your life. They'll ask how you did it, and you'll smile because deep inside, you always knew. So if you're watching this feeling unseen, unwanted, or out of place, let me remind you, you're not here by accident. You are marked by God. You were never meant to fit in because you were born to stand out and rise above. Your isolation is a foundation for your elevation. Stay with me till the end, because next, I'm going to tell you exactly what God is preparing you for and why this might be the most important season of your life. Urgent warning. If you keep ignoring that inner voice, if you keep trying to fit in with people God is trying to pull you away from, you might delay your destiny. God doesn't force anyone, but He sends signs. He sends whispers, and He sends warnings. And if you're watching this right now, this is not a coincidence. This is your final reminder. You're standing at a spiritual crossroad. One path leads to comfort, but regret. The other leads to purpose, but with pressure, you must choose. Blend in and stay safe, or rise and step into the calling you were born for. Because if you don't walk in your purpose, someone else might suffer from what you were meant to heal. God is calling, but He won't wait forever. Don't miss this moment. The clock is ticking, and now you've come to the edge. You've cried behind closed doors. You've walked through storms without telling a soul. But even in your silence, heaven was watching. That feeling in your heart right now, that's not anxiety. That's activation. God has been preparing you in the background because your stage is being set in the foreground. All the rejection was redirection. All the pain was training. And all the silence was sacred. Now it's your time to walk boldly, not to fit in, but to stand apart, not to seek validation, but to fulfill your divine mission. Because you were never meant to fit in, you were always meant to shine differently. So now what? If this spoke to your spirit, hit like, type in the comments, I'm chosen and I accept it. Subscribe now, because more divine truth is coming. And you won't want to miss what God says next. Welcome home, chosen one.